start the recordings also. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everybody. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am kedves Henrietta, and 1 year ago, I did this talking show already with Hungarian certified facilitators. And now I get this idea to continue and to try with another languages, maybe what else can I create? I was curious. And tonight in this talk show, The Road, my guest is Dr. Carleta Tiba. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Hello everybody. Hello Henrietta. That's cool that you thought about this way of contributing to different kind of people, different languages. So I'm happy to be here. And yes, what can we talk about tonight?
Yes, so let's start. I am curious, where did it start for you? How many years ago have you been meeting with access consciousness tools? So what did you do at that time?
Yes. So now I am an Access Consciousness certified facilitator based in Romania. And I have found Access Consciousness in 2011 when I was living in US, in America, in California.
Wow.
So yes, it was a period in my life when I was really looking for what can I create, something that I really enjoy doing. And also at that time I was calling it wake people up. I just wanted to have more people that are awake and fun to be around. And yes, so I was traveling at that time. I was deciding to move from Romania to California to make a big change in my life without knowing why I am moving there, but in the same time knowing, following the energy. And yes, I listened to a show and with a facilitator, and I got very curious about it. So I listened to all her shows. Maybe in 24 hours, I listened to 12 or 13 shows she had from the back, you know. And when I took the cleaning statement and started to play with it, and then, you know, I ordered the bars. Um, the bars on, it wasn't online. You could buy the DVD. So I tried bars on myself because I was somewhere in the woods. So I couldn't find a facilitator around. So I was impatient. So I ordered this DVD with bars. I started to do bars on myself. So this is the beginning. And then, you know, I was in a speedy way to becoming a CF. Because I have found the energy that I was looking for, that I could contribute and make also business from this. So
Yes, and you told you started first to do for yourself, and how much time passed, or when you find it a facilitator to learn the bars, and where you was in that time, also in the USA?
yeah, so everything was very fast going, moving, because in fact I was looking for it. So I I wasn't in a period when I had problems, so I didn't have any problems. My only desire at that time, it was to create something that I can feel that it changed the world, you know, or it creates a difference in the world. So for me, it wasn't how I started. I thought it's not for me, like on myself. Of course, I have to practice on me to see if it works, you know, to be able to to be able to share the tools with everybody else. But I knew from the beginning that I want to do that. So it was very, very fast. I attended, I went to San Francisco, I did a bars class and then another bars class because it felt like, what is this? I don't get it. So then another bars class, global class, and one after another. In fact, in 4 months or something, I was going to CF class in Costa Rica. So it was really fast track, like, like the airport, fast track.
Wow. Yes, true. So you exactly perceived that energy that can change the world, and you was already
Yeah,
committed for this or something like that.
I was ready. In fact, I was waiting for a long time for something like this to show up. I did many things. I tried many other techniques, but none of it decided. Most of them work for me to work on me, but I didn't find anything that I would really like to share with other people. And yes, I was ready, and the tools were there. I recognized a lot from, I many of the tools I already practicing. I was practicing, like, being the question. I was waking up in the morning and asking, where should I go today? What adventure I will have today? What should I choose today? What would I like my life to be? All of these tools I was doing even before finding the tools. I was just being, that was my life. So that's why it was also a recognition that, wow, look, they're speaking about the same things that I am living now. So
Wow.
it was, yes, and my first 3-day body class, because to become CF, you need to do many, many classes. So I did
Yes.
many, many classes, one after another, which was a joy for me because I had plenty of time. I had time, so nothing could stop me from doing that. So I was just attending all the classes and received all the changes. And in the 3-day body class, it was so interesting. I was like, I knew from the beginning when I've been in that class that I want to do that. I want to facilitate 3-day body classes. It was so interesting. It was so obvious, the energy. In fact, I'm a medical doctor, and I could recognize that it was energy that I was looking for when I was just wanted to become a doctor. So it was that energy that didn't exist at that time, or I didn't find it at that time. So
Yes, so you already was a healer, and also there you was practicing like a doctor or just at home in Romania?
in Romania, I practice also as a medical doctor, and also I did many other things. It's not only medical doctor, I worked also for a pharmaceutical company. I worked with people, with teams of people. I was manager, for this team of people. So I had some experience with marketing, with selling things, with and also with working with doctors. Doing presentations for doctors, doing events, all kind of things I had like as experience before.
And
So
also working with the bodies and this experience before you that you was a doctor, that how could contribute for the 3-day body class facilitation.
yes, it's like I wish every doctor, and in fact, many doctors are coming to classes, can have the tools from Access because everything can expand. If you bring, in fact, if we add these tools to any area of our lives, even if you are a lawyer, you are a teacher, you are, any job you are doing, if we add these tools, including medical doctor, if you add these tools, oh my God, how different the result will be. So, yes, and also in fact, the awareness about bodies, for me, it was since I was little, since I was studying for medicine school, I knew it's kind of is not the whole deal. Like it should be more in it. So, for me, it's really something that expand everything that I have learned, which a lot, it's very limited awareness, and a lot, and also there are parts that helps to get a better understanding, but everything can grow when you add this. It's like a different universe you have access to, and really what it will take for more and more, because it's not only for doctors, more people can have this awareness about our lives. How can we change things about bodies? How can we be with our body in a different way that it's way easier? And also, what can we create that nobody out there wants probably to know that it's possible to create?
Yes, for me also, before the access, um, I started to search another alternative methods, and I also was practicing another the familiar constellation or the theta healing, everything. And it was really helpful for me to recognize that every symptoms is like psychosomatic, and just that get I get this point of view that I can look everything on my body from different way. Maybe it's not the first that just just handle the symptoms and cover the symptoms, or and going forward in that way, I was every time looking my body just when I get some problem or when these parts where I judged mostly. And when came the access also in my life, that was the first that I couldn't neither me understand like how it is working, like logically, like uh, for what I do, what is the effect? No, because this is energy, and for me, it was the beginning where it starts the magic, where really the energy, and if we don't looking to find a reason from logically what could create this, then we just ask the body. Then really, I get also several different energies and results and answers, but is really the problem and not what I was thinking before. So it's a journey.
It is. And also, whatever we are aware now, with using the tools and, participating in all of these classes and asking questions, it's only, it's still limited awareness. This will grow and expand, and more will become possible. That's why we are going all the time to classes. We are also doing body processes and bars on ourselves or on other people. We are just creating this expanded awareness together. So it's not that we have the answers, now I know, but we have way more ease and access to more energies. And you see it, how many times we speak with people, for example, the body classes. You speak with people how they change some things that this reality would say it's impossible to change. And people just, I change it. And then it's so natural. It's like, what's the big deal? But when you look at it, it's really big deal, to change with so much ease some things. It's quite amazing, and In fact, we learn that miracles are not what we thought they are, and they are more natural, in fact, than we may think, and easier than we maybe were taught, and also are available for everybody. It's not only the chosen ones that can do it. We see with access tools that anybody can do, these body processes, use the tools. So how amazing is that?
Yeah, exactly. And for the beginning, also that was a new things for me, that all the all our thoughts and feelings and emotions, 98% is not ours, but with the body also this opened for me a new level, that also with what I have on my body, that is just maybe a sign what is going on around me.
Mm-hmm.
How you can explain this awareness? How is working the body with this awareness?
Mm-hmm. 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 Yes. My question for you would be, what made you to do this series of calls? What was the trigger? Why did you want to create this?
Oh, in the that is funny, because I also felt this energy about what you were talking before, that you feel is something different, what you enjoy and what you want to do. And I was also like this. I was curious, and I couldn't find out how I can do this and how I can go for the courses and go forward. And I was curious about the people who already did it, how they did it, what kind of choice they did
Mm-hmm.
before, and how many time they needed, or what was the most important, or if we can find that most important, or also this is judgment. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I was just curious, and but that's true. How I started to do this show, I I get lots of information and facilitation on all the certified facilitators that already changed my thinkings. And after this series, I could apply my first CUP class.
Yeah, okay. So,
CUP class.
so let me ask you something. Are you looking at becoming a CF and also, having maybe your, points of view or things that kind of are not easy for you, or you think there are not, or maybe other people have that, and maybe you wanted to explore that? I'm curious also that, are you on your way on the road to become a CF? Is that choice in your world?
Yes, I am, but still I am question I how it could be easier. And
Mm-hmm.
like what if I don't want to find out and searching conclusion? I just follow the energy, really.
Yes, and it's true. I had so many people that, became CF. It's like, what is it to be CF? Why do you want to? These are the questions that each of us, including the ones that we are CFs, we keep asking. I keep asking myself, why do I do it? Do I still want to do it? Is this the way that I want? And it's the way that I see it, the greatest way for me now to contribute what I want to contribute, or to do what I would like to do. It's that fulfilling for me. And these are questions that each of us, we have to um, be, sincere with ourselves and ask these questions. I have people that, friends that they became CF and they didn't do any classes, only coming to CF class. And then for them, and applying in other areas of their lives. And that was for them to be a CF. So each of us is so different. And the important is to keep in mind that why are you doing it? And then consciousness contributes. Know that consciousness contributes. Consciousness wants more consciousness in the world. Yeah, so whatever we are choosing, wherever we are choosing consciousness, it will be supported. It's always supported.
Mm.
So it's good to know you are not alone. Sometimes you take it like you are alone and trying to get somewhere. In fact, you are not alone. You are just making choices. When we do that, we are making choices, and then everything, consciousness includes everything and judges nothing, everything contributes to that choice and make it happen in the way that it makes it happen. And again, it doesn't have to be from a conclusion that this is the way. We all seen many facilitators, but they were like, oh, access is the best in the world, and then they totally disappear. So that's why the only thing, I think, the only way to be successful from my point of view, it's to follow what's true for you, to listen to other people, be inspired by other people, but always following what you know, what's true for you, what lights you up,
Yes.
what brings you joy. And then it's follow the energy, that we call follow the energy, and we get there sooner than we may expect.
Yes. In the beginning, I was just inspired from the others. That's true. And I felt the energy that inspired me. And of course, I felt that after the class is better and better. And I wanted more. I just follow with these questions and I wanted more from this. And now I am like, I before I have it several goals what I wanted to reach. And when I get there, I was not happier and didn't change my life. And I was not living like how I wished and what I really truly want to live. But since I use the tools and since I really practicing and teach the bars or I just do sessions, this for this greatness and for these changes that I see on the people, this I cannot find words how light me up, how inspire me. And when is something to creation is I don't care how much tired I am doing. But if I am on the job, a normal job, I don't have mood later to wake up. is after 2-3 months start to be boring, the uh, same things what I have to do. But with this, every time something new and I don't know how to explain, but I never can be bored.
Yes, and it's yes, that can be our way of living. What can I add to my life? That can, it will continue. The saga will continue. What else can I add? Even with the access tools, sometimes people get bored, after a while. So that's why there are so many areas of our life we can expand, and you can use the tool for, and then if you add to this also the contribution to other people, that brings a different level of the joy to see that it's possible. And also to keep in mind why we are doing it. If we look at the world how it looks, how much it's it's required more consciousness, it requires more ease, it requires more different points of view, expanded points of view, more inclusive points of view. How much in fact the world is asking for it, and people are asking for it, and they don't know how to find it. Many got lost through many things, like us. We got lost or explored, let's say, explored many things, and some were better than others, some were like, you know, so really, that's the energy. When you get that, you wake up and you want to do it. That's the energy that will light you up and makes you alive. And then other people around you will pick it up and say, wow, how come my life is like this? And you look like a bit different. You look like you have more fun. You look more alive. What are you doing? What's going on there?
Exactly. Oh, yes. And when you was in the USA, when you moved back to Romania, or after you became a facilitator, or
Yes, I became CF, and when people were writing to me, writing messages like, would you like to come here to do classes? I want to do a bars class and nobody is doing it. So then it wasn't easy for me, the choice, but if, to be true to the question we ask, where does consciousness wants me to be, where it will create the most? So I had to be, truthful with the answers I received. And then, yes, I decided to return and to start from zero, which was really exciting to see that nothing exists and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, there are no manuals translated, there is nothing. And somehow you have to do it. Use the tools, and yes, and you receive contribution, and people you expect will contribute didn't care, and other people that you know they they didn't look like people interested in tools and consciousness jump in and helped. So that's why it never looks the way you may think. That's The universe has a sense of humor, and it's always unexpected.
that's true. Sometimes I just wondering about the situation, how did I create this? But really, and when you come back to Romania, you was the first certified facilitator here in Romania.
There were two people that they attended some classes outside, but nobody did at that time classes. So yes, I started to go around the country and to do whatever it was in front of me. I really don't know how I did it, but just step by step, day by day, question by question, things started to move. And I was impatient, like, come on, we should have translation in Romanian, so started to translate the Bars manual, everything. And also people starting to get interest on it, and it wasn't easy at the beginning. Now it's so different,
Yeah.
but at the beginning people couldn't understand a word from what I was saying. Was like Chinese, and so grateful for everybody that were brave enough to jump in, and also overwhelmed with how many people started to contribute just for nothing, just because they like it. It was really amazing,
Mm.
amazing time, and a lot of support from many people. Amazing, really amazing.
Wow.
So that's why I said, wherever we are now, each we do our part when we do it, and it's the same. Consciousness will contribute, will support you in any choice you make. That's why people that are listening to us, yes, wherever you are, don't compare yourself with others. That's a big mistake. You can be inspired by others, but there is only one you. And what you can bring, only you can bring. And what you can contribute to people, only you can, do it in the way you do it. So that's why there is no sense in this can be a killer to, compare with each other, um, judge ourselves that we didn't do it and others are, but you never know what's going on with somebody, and you just can, project and have all kind of ideas which most of the time are not true. So you just take your place. You are unique. Each of us is unique and have our part to do. And it's amazing when we contribute to each other, like, you are doing this evening with this invitation. That's the energy that will bring us together and create what we want to create. And make our life better and good. What it will take to have all of us have good lives, and then inspire others to choose good lives.
I don't know why, but coming for me this question that what is your point of view about what is the difference between the spirituality and consciousness?
I think I cannot speak generally. I think each case it's separate, different. Um, I know for me, for example, when I was in this kind of energy of that is not practical, it's not pragmatic and practic and can be applied to your life, you can live in a la la land many times, You can, be very zen, but then not too much going on in your life, not too much contribution being here. I think we we created a body to be here, to embody fully and to affect and create in this reality, to create. And many times what I've seen, spirituality can be a lot of belief systems, but I don't say all of them, can be, and a lot of separation from life or avoidance of life, which, this can happen also in access, using the tools. It's not that only spirituality. Yes, many times it's judgment, can be, and again, I don't say it is, but it can be judgment, like, I'm superior, I know better. Can be a bit of separation, and, you are unique, you are special. So, I've been there. I've been in other modalities that, it was about you are special and you are the chosen one, and it was a lot of not empowering. So that's why I like the access tools. It's about each of us recognizing what do you want? What do you want? No point of view about what should somebody create or do with their lives. What do you want and how can I contribute for you to have what you would like to have? With total ease. So
Yes. For me too, that is what is true for unique. Every person is different. And yeah, that's what I like, because we are not followers here. We are searching what we want to create in our life. And for this, biggest difference in my life also was the access with the body processes and how they looking the bodies. And when we are in communion with our bodies and we looking like a co-creator, with our bodies, then the life can going forward so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
But before January, for me, in my life, I am speaking about myself. My body was the last. Every time with the other spiritual things was more important, the spirit or something else or some. But exactly how you did it, how you told that we choose to embodiment in that time, in that reality, in this world. So let's see what we want to live and how we want to live.
Totally, totally. And yes, if we look at the world, what world would you like to see? And also, if you look around at the people that are, and we are intrigued who is leading us nowadays. So, what can we lead, ourselves, and also showing in this way also to other people different ways of being, different ways of having your life, creating your life, being with other people.
And can you tell me some interesting experience about the changes what you have seen before with your classes or with your facilitations?
Mm-hmm.
The most interesting examples.
I like to look at people's faces in the class, and somehow, many times people say, like, it's so different. I've been in many classes, but this is so different. And also to see people like they are so different. When I meet them after, a while after a class, I meet with them and they're so different people. Sometimes I never thought it would happen. I even cannot recognize their faces. And their lives are so changed. So it is amazing to see all of that. And that's for me, that's why we are doing it. It's
Yeah.
like to see the difference. Because if we do not change, what's the point? If our life doesn't change, what's the point of doing it? So, and when I say change, it's good to see a change towards greater, more is, even if sometimes, sometimes after the class, people don't know who am I, what do I do, it's like a totally new reality opens up, and then you have to choose, you have to look, to ask questions, to make different choices, to make new choices. It's easy, and in the same time demands of you to choose, to look at what you would like, to change things. So yes, it's it's funny. It's funny to see. And today, because we had this call, I was just looking at all the people really like bringing into my awareness, all the people that I got to meet in all of this 11 years or 12 years, I don't know how many years, like everywhere around the world, and so much joy and gratitude. Like we are part of each other, in fact, and we contribute. In fact, for me, people contribute the same. Like I receive a lot from these changes, and it is wow, 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 wow. And how does it get even more wow than this?
Yes, exactly. And right now you are a 3-day body class facilitator and a certified facilitator. And do you have some special classes maybe also, or?
You know, I did all the specialty classes. I've been CF for Being You, for Joy of Business, many other trainings. And for now, I just decided to focus on this. I also facilitate a True Lady class, which is 1 day class that I created with another person. So, yes, that's the beauty with Access. You can create also your specialty class. Amazing.
Yes. I read it after the 3-day body class, the lady book I bought already after I was searching where I can boot, and I was reading. So yes, this nice and light energy what shows up from you and how you was facilitating this class, that oh, I was so grateful and I want more from this. Really, I like it. Also my body.
Thank you.
So yes, how does it get even greater than this? Maybe next weekend if you are coming to Budapest, because we are in creation also in the 3-day body class in Budapest next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Bodies come, bodies come, bodies come.
Yes, and if somebody are interested, that you can get informations from me, from Carleta, and from Gyurassa Ildikó, and from Nicolette Beck also. We are hosting this class. And what kind of other classes coming up now?
What other classes like
Yes.
I have?
Yes.
Yes, I have foundation in Romania in June. I'm
Yes.
looking forward. Just after the Venice class, the foundation class changed again. It was added something new 2 days
Wow.
ago. Yes,
Yes, again.
yes, it's
This is
new.
amazing.
So we have really a new body process and also some new, yes, new verbal processes because the Venice class changed some things. So as it is in Access, everybody gets to, to receive the new updated um, awarenesses. So
Wow.
yes, and 3-day body class is coming, and many of them. So there are on my website. Also in Romania, 3-day body class in July. So people, if are interested in Bucharest, so foundation and 3-day body class in Romania.
I will search your event and I will put below our speaking in the Facebook also to share if
Thank you.
they are looking. And how as I saw before, you are traveling already also in different countries. So not just here. You in how many countries you did it already, classes?
I didn't count, but so many. Like I did it in almost all continents, like Europe, almost everywhere, in Egypt, in Dubai, in Japan, in Taiwan, in Argentina, in Canada. Oh my God, for sure, Paris, London, many, many, many places. Vienna, many times. Um, Many places. Finland, where other places? Yes. I keep forgetting. Maybe I should make a list. I am not this kind of person that, put the where did you go, like count the how many people. There are some people that are good at this. For me, it's just like, yeah, I have it all with me. And yes, it's amazing.
Yes, this lifestyle that you do what is inspire you, but not just you, or the people who choose, and you contribute for a different future for all the world. And during that time, you traveling, you see different cultures, everything all around the world, and that is also beautiful. In I wish for myself also this.
Yes, I think you also travel. Yes, you also are in this traveling thing.
Yes, I have something with the traveling for sure, because before the access I already was in all my life traveling. So
Yes, and traveling is not for everybody. There are people that they love it, and there are people that they, oh, don't put me to travel. But for us, probably for me, it's like getting more energy, more like change. And each place you go, it changes me. It's just not only um, nurturing, and feeding, it's also changing how I see things, also with facilitating for bodies in different countries. It's just like, in a way, all the people are, they have the same um, desires in life mainly, but also you see different bodies, how they are created in different ways. It's quite interesting to have all of this awareness. It's beyond words, and yes, the body learns. So I get my body also like to to learn all of this from everybody and
mm,
contribute. So if you like that, and everybody that likes that, choose it and ask for it, and be willing to do whatever it takes to have that.
yeah, exactly. And what is beyond this, or what we can call target, for example, what is beyond, or every time just opening up new spaces or new awarenesses with all the classes, or I just, before I started this series, also this talking show, in that time I was thinking that my target is to become also once when I can to be CF, but no, I see that this qualification can contribute to create what I want to create in the life. It's not the target. It's just a way how I want to contribute for the world, for more consciousness, and how I can living first, and after maybe is also, if I have more consciousness, I can contribute all around the people to around me more. That is also with the money. If I have more, I can uh, give more. Or and what question came now, that how our body could contribute to create more money. Or
Yes, if you start to take care of the body more, you know, and work together with the body, it will, and make it easy for the body. Um, Things are changing, many times after classes, the only thing your body wants to do is sleep, and you have to be willing to give the body what it requires. Sometimes maybe you want to go around, go everywhere, and the body says, no, I want to do that. So it's really learning how to work with the body, not imposing your point of view on the body, and create this communion that both, the being and the body and the earth and everybody around us, everything, it's in communion, and it works together. So yes, it's a good question. What can the body contribute? And also to remember, for us to be kind with the body, we to contribute to the body, to nurture it, to be kind, to listen to it, not to um, impose our point of view. So And
And
this is a choice.
this is, yes, a choice. And if also our point of view create our body, and if have something for me, for example, if what I don't like, that how I can get with what point of view I created this, or maybe I just pick up from somewhere, or
Yes, now you use the tools. Is this mine? Do I really have a point of view? Who has a point of view? I always ask, if you'd be the only person on the planet, would you care about that thing that you care now about? So then it's not your point of view. Or it's a made up point of view to fit into this reality. Or it's an imported point of view. And yeah.
yeah, or yes, I want to fit the expectation what I receive, or maybe cognitively I don't realize the expectation, but my body receive already also.
And this is part of the expanding of awareness, to start to realize what the body is doing, become aware, and many times it's energetic, it's not cognitive. Or
Already is amazed for me that how the touch can contribute for change in the body, and energetically also. Sometimes you don't have to really touch, but could help more. Maybe also sometimes we need a massage or just sauna, or something what is required, because every time if we are questioned what is required. But in the last period in my life, I really just, when I don't have it possibility to change with someone the bar session or body processes, I just put my hand on my body and what kind of process do you need? And after I get the information what process is running on me, so I don't wanted to find out logically, yes, I see this for sure, this is the problem, and for this problem I will use this process. No,
it doesn't work like this.
no.
Yes, meaning it's easy. It is way easy. The body knows what it wants, and just if you are willing to give it, it can't wait to receive it.
Hmm.
So don't ask your body to help you make more money.
Okay. Yes, you try to motivate the humanoid, say it's not possible, and the humanoid will prove that. No. Yeah. Thank you, Carleta, so much for your time and for your contribution. And for me, these body processes and what you are doing, and what I desire to be a part of this energetic work in the world, that really to release all the judgments from the body, and to create this space where is no judgments, and where is everybody grateful for everything, for the embodiment. And yes. Thank you so much.
I
And
thank you. Thank you. You are amazing. You are awesome. And I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you,
thank
everybody.
you, and see you soon next weekend. And I will put your events, the other events also in Romania, or what you have below our speaking. So I
For
wish
people
you,
who have the information. Okay.
yes.
Have an amazing evening, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.